Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Dorbin number 45AP. This is a mill aluminum door bottom with a pile insert. Okay, so the extrusion is the 45. It's just this aluminum extrusion. Then when you add the P to it, you will be able to get these pile inserts. I believe you can do the 45 as an AS as well. Let me take a look and see if that's the case. Indeed. So an AS, S for silicone, Santoprene, a synthetic rubber, would give you a large vinyl bubble with fins underneath, so 45 AS. That would obviously significantly change the undercut requirement because it's a large vinyl bubble, but you can review that there. This item, the 45 AP, P stands for pile, will give you those pile inserts. Very nice, soft, sort of brush, neither, it's pile, that will allow you to obtain a tighter margin under the door and have, and my favorite, is two lines of, two barriers, okay, underneath the door. I'd like to be able to get one pushed out as far to the outside part of the door as possible. The inclusion of this drip cap will give you a significantly higher amount of protection against rain, moisture, everything, basically. That 9/16 or so dimension really is proven to be significantly effective at preventing the moisture from getting to the face of the door, okay, because it is just pushed out. Not very much, but proven to be quite effective before it gets underneath the door. There's an image below this video showing the important dimensional properties of the item. Let's go over that now. An overall height of the extrusion itself is 1 3/8. Well, is that true? Yeah, it is actually. 1 3/8 from the top of the extrusion to the bottom of what the door would be. Okay, what will end up becoming the bottom of the channel. So it's 1 3/8 from here down to here. Well, that's not really, I mean, that's important to know because you're going to deal with that dimension and then add a margin for the pile. But let's give you some other dimensions as well. So from the bottom of the portion that will sit or make contact with the bottom of the door to the outside, just so that you know what that is, versus the 1 3/8. It's going to be closer to 1 3/16. Now, here's the crucial part. From where the door would reside to the bottom of the pile, it's coming up at 1/2 inch, and that is, and that jives with, that correlates with the way that the drawing has been made as well. So in my opinion, you're going to want to be about 7/16 of an inch undercut, something in that range. Do take note that it has slotted holes that will allow you to tug that up and down a little bit, play with it. Not every sill is level, of course. Not every frame is plumb. Not every hole is drilled perfectly on center when you're pre-drilling the holes for the screws, which are included here. That drill bit has a tendency to walk a little bit before it pierces into the wood, steel, aluminum, fiberglass, stainless, bronze door that you're drilling into, if you've not used a center punch. So that slotted hole will help tolerate that misdrilled hole a little bit as well. Talking about the location of those holes, you'll notice the dimension from the edge. This is a 3-foot piece. If you had to cut it down to 34 inch, you're probably going to eliminate that slotted hole. The next one is all the way over here. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces and indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. Now the reasoning is it's hard to drill a slotted hole after you've cut it down. Okay, and you do want that there for the reasons just explained. You want the proper center to center as well. So if you order a custom length, we'll cut it to length, we'll trim the pile to length, and we'll give you that slotted hole at the proper distance from the edge, the proper center to center as well. If this is an in-swing door, obviously the drip cap will be on the exterior side. You would, of course, need to notch that slightly. Now, Dorbin can do custom notching. You'll just have to reach out to us and request a quote for that, because that price for the labor does fluctuate. But you would need to notch that around your stop. Just do a little L notch on both sides. This will also be available in the D finish. So A for mill, D for a dark brown powder-coated sort of paint over this aluminum base material. So you would substitute D for A. Okay. Now, finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Dorbin products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, along with a link to the full product catalog. I'm very partial to Dorbin, and it's really because, well, they're an excellent outfit. That's number one. Their people over there are superb. Their lead times to ship to manufacture are industry leading. And I also am partial because of a personal reason. My family has been buying from Dorbin since the 1930s, and quite frankly have the canceled checks to prove it. They are, for that reason, but primarily the fact that they're an outfit that has their act together, is a company that I suggest you consider for your weather stripping needs. Their footprint in the weather stripping realm is perhaps petite compared to some others, but what they sell you are those items that are the 90% of what you're going to do all the time. They do it very well. Then what they do beyond other measure will be zinc and bronze weather stripping that you'll see in wood double hung windows. Now here in Chicago, there must be literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of those windows that are installed from decades ago. Dorbin does a brisk business of selling the replacement weather stripping for that material. And in the rear section, or the last 15% of the catalog, is where you'll find all of that interlocking, the rib strip, the sill sections in zinc and bronze for windows and for doors as well. If you have any questions on the Dorbin number 45 AP, door bottom with a drip cap and a pile insert, or any other Dorbin product, please feel free to reach out to us. And